You can just ult and you can gap distance between Y and her team, right? The moment Y engage with ult, see their ults and run away. So I like G2 comp more. Like Olaf, Gwen, can just go on you. Oh. It's pretty good. It's what Naknako did yesterday against, or maybe not yesterday, but 2 days ago against Kana.
Yeah.
You're pushing 3 waves into proxy 4, into proxy 5.
Hang on a second. Wow! Oof.
Oh my God.
Lince's beautiful Q flash. First blood in bot in the meanwhile. He just bypassed Lebrov.
Yeah, I mean, 3 camps into bot side, so ends up clearing out the top side of the map and then immediately going into that bottom side. So
Thinking this guy is choking. And
This guy's joking.
playing with his feelings. So I will save my flash and barrier.
Okay.
But you just died for it.
Yeah. Well, it's a big first blood regardless. We were focusing on top.
yeah, I was gonna say moving. Oh, maybe we don't actually. Humanoid going up against Caps here.
Ignites down, but look, Scumon's here. Flash audacious charge, and the damage lands. Caps will get one in response. G2 on the ball through mid.
Nice response from Skewmon to that play on the bottom side. So takes the Scuttle Crab, doesn't look for the reset.
You have always ult for grabs because it's 2 minutes cooldown. Like look,
There it is.
ulti.
Great time.
And it's you just base.
Yep.
And your tempo is better, your items is better because you farm more minions, and your HP is better. Like you just have high tempo every game.
And we're in a world where if you play for a kill lane, you're talking about like summoners you take depending on the matchup.
But they knew he'd only done 3 camps, so he has to go and clear. So it means that Skewmon got both of the Scuttle Crabs, then ends up getting the Scuttle Crab again on top. But oof!
It's a good flash and headbutt backwards as well. Cap sends him even further back. Fate sealed, avoid, but Cap just runs it in to take his second kill of the game. Here's Lintus, but what's he gonna do? Kazi moves up as well, bit of extra damage. Unbreakable Will not available. That means Lebrov is squishy, but not squishy enough. A double kill for Caps, and Vitality came to try and save their mid laner, but again, he's a dead anchorage.
Skewmon blocked a rocket from Karzi.
Thank you very much for joining us
you.
as well, Jaku, and we'll see you next
Jaku.
cast. Yeah.
Thank you very much, man.
I'm sorry my Ukrainian's not good enough to actually converse. When I say that, I have 3 words under my belt.
3 more than me.
Yeah, well, shout out to my papa. I wish he'd taught me more. Now, anyway, I'll bring you back. I mean, to me, I still feel like Wriggle's Lantern was a couple of years ago. That was season 3 or something.
Don't say that, man.
Always about age
Fleshy.
on this cast is, yeah, Fleshy. Might have to flash, will do. Followed up by Skewmon, Blast Cone there. Skewmon can't get in range. Meanwhile, Caps has found out. Skewmon on the beast as Shifting Sands gets Caps away. Meanwhile, the rest of the fight is Lintus isolated. Kazi can't get in range as Caps is still on the run, but Humanoid is slowly catching up. Look at him, 1 Q, a W, and a shutdown. And Retribution over to Humanoid. As Kazi's walked into the wrong bush, he flashes away from it on the run in this bot lane, trying to get away from the whole of G2 chasing, but Skewmon needs wind, needs lightning, and he'll find only a 3 talon strike instead.
So 2 kills for Vitality going over to G2.
Very patient play. Shutdown is big here for the Vitality mid laner. Now for Broken Blade, can he survive the dive? As Vitality look bot to try and get some gold back in their pocket. Plating for now, forcing Broken Blade away. Humanoid gets free access to the turret, and the first turret of the game, in fact, for Vitality, a team that got battered through the mid lane. Their gold is crawling back to the point where G2 aren't that far ahead.
Yeah, 1K now in the difference.
It's about tempo for this Vitality squad. They are bringing a bit of speed.
They are. It's just
What they're losing on the other side.
well, they can still make a cross map here. Naknako is pushing in, and you've got Fleshy out in the wings. Has just stopped the reset. Good flash from Naknako.
Perfect
Wave
timing.
is gone though, so I don't think there's any more follow-up.
Herald's going to be dropped in mid. This will open up mid outer turret as Broken Blade might be jumping in it to try and get a charge. Does straight away. Caps is the next play. Shifting Sands not even going to be used because Lebrov's here as well. Naknako flashed on and it's easily done. Caps again. Set up by his support. As Fleshy takes a magical journey out, but Unbreakable Will means they want to continue this dive. Lebrov will take 3, 4, 5, 6 and turret shots as many as it takes. And he's still out. Kazi though, 1 auto, okay. Ignore the last as Lintus comes in, smashes into Skewmon. Crescent guards up, and for G2, this 2v2, they're gonna win. Win becomes Lightning and Kazi. He still might be in trouble, but the turnabout, junglers both dying, but Kazi's now gonna deal with Caps and Hans Summer as well. Every time Vitality thought they could fight, 1 extra G2 member showed up.
Yeah, it just became this rolling door of members coming from both sides towards that top half of the map. But still G2 who end up coming out on top. We'll end up resetting with Caps with 6-1 now. Zonya's Hourglass completed off the back of that. It now this point in the game where Vitality are the strongest.
Okay.
Like, you've got the Blade of the Rune King just completed, very close to your second item for Humanoid. 2 items now complete onto Karzi. This is where you get pretty terrifying if you can force fights, and with 30 seconds until Baron, 2 minutes until their next dragon.
As you said, Dagda, Vitality might be their strongest point here. 2 items across the board. Look at that. Like clockwork here. Tempered Fate. It's blocked by Hansama and Broken Blade. Unstoppable W, by the way, as the engage from LeBron finds the key target is Karzi, but the equalizer does one better. Knucker's getting damaged down on LeBron's Unbreakable Wheel, now down, as he too is. Broken Blade doesn't find a target. Vitality have an angle. They have a good one at that, as Broken Blade flashes over the wall. It's a pick onto LeBron, but nothing more.
They're just going to go for the Baron. But look at where Karzi is. I think Vitality are aware of this.
They do know. Karzi from one pit, or rather one side. Linces behind him. Knucko, his equalizer not up, so the range is minimized. At 5k, 4k, Karzi, Valkyrie's over, but the angle from LeBron catches Knucko by surprise. He flashes, but to his death. Karzi now has to escape as G2 have pulled off for the Baron, but Vitality lose their top laner, who helps them set up fights.
Humanoid was threatening from the side, so G2 don't want to overextend.
But that'll be too late. And so G2 in a great position. As you said, Dagda, if Caps is there, it's a freebie, but you also highlighted Lebrov earlier on, and to give you credit, Lebrov has been dictating so many of these great games.
Yeah, he's been playing exceptionally well, getting good roam timers, being in the positions that he needs to, and setting up Caps well in the mid lane. I think it's just interesting, because like last year with G2 in winter, we had them kind of being a bit funky, but we're like, hey look, it's a new roster, new changes. Yep. But this year, they kept the same roster, but it's kind of just Caps showing off here.
Yeah, showing off into Knucko. Wait, as he goes golden, Knucko's going to overheat now. He's got the energy back. Shut down from Knucko, and Caps overestimated his 1v1 prowess.
Yeah, the damage from Knucko doing a lot.
Who is the best top laner? And I think a lot of people in our team, and me personally, have landed on Knucko after the end of last year and after how his season started as well.
Yeah, he has been absolutely exceptional. And you said it, like when Vitality were struggling in their matchups.
Caps just hit Fleshy. Boomerang hits Knucko, less egregious, but G2 looking for angles now for Linces and Skumon there, playing 1v1 in the jungle. Vault Breaker to get on out, and Linces at half HP while Equalizer finds Caps. He goes golden as Knucko made it a turret dive, but Caps at half HP survives for now. Vitality tried to make a play while they just converge on Skumon, who went too deep. Lebrov interrupting Knucko, who looked for his escape with a TP. And now it's going to be in reverse that G2 find themselves a pick of their own, but Knucko's taken a while to die. Unbreakable Wheel's about to time out. The exhaust probably saving the damage. Caps gets the kill, but Vitality are denying the Hex Tech Soul.
You'll take that as Vitality. The fact that you get to hold on, but BB still needs to escape. Should be able to use that ultimate to gain some distance. But still, Vitality get the dragon, but even then, like, the exhaust has to be invested to keep them safe. We're back to Baron.
We are doing Baron again. G2, second time's the charm. Vitality, though, have a stealing angle. Vault Breaker over the wall, but the re-engage. It's Skumon looking for a pick with the ulti from Fletchy is great. Cosmic Binding while LeBron's already down. Karzi's just handling the whole of G2 by himself. Broken Blade went in to keep Vitality from afar, but in the face of Baron, Vitality have just seized the game.
Usually it's egg on the face, but this time it's a tempered face. Immediately shuts down that entire fight of Vitality. They are fighting back. G2 have not been able to keep them in check.
Nothing is secure in the LEC, and G2 right now feel like they fit into that puzzle perfectly. And Karzi, yeah, as you can see, the most damage on the team, but Knucko's not far behind.
But I think the important part is the lack of damage on G2 side, right? Like, these fights have not been set up so Hansama can actually play the game as Humanoid.
Good flash, he had to, but he has to also Fate Sealed. Lebrov keeps on going. He's going to be soul unbound for the time being, but with Unbreakable Will, Lebrov able to absorb the damage. Caps, good time to go golden as well, but Lebrov is about to run out of his ulti. Lifeline comes in clutch. Humanoid in the 1v2. He's taking them all on. Lebrov's up next. You silly, silly cow. What do you think you can do against Humanoid?
You thought you could do it against Fnatic Humanoid, but this is not the same man. Humanoid looks revitalized, and he is putting the hurt on G2.
That play cost them dearly, with the Baron still up and available for 45 seconds. Vitality have a road in to the mid lane inner and inhibitor. It's Hansama to clear the way, but he can't get near the range creeps. Vitality can't end here. but they have once again broken open the game that felt so secure with Caps having a monster lead early on Azir.
They should be able to get this bot lane turret, I believe, as well. Actually, Skumon just keeping him at bay for the moment. But 45 seconds until the Dragon. Vitality gets reset, but they're looking for the pick.
It's a tempered fate. It's only one man. Fleshy is maybe just doing it to run away with the rest of Vitality, but
could be enough for Vitality here.
Tempered Fate not up and available. As you said, Fleshy got trigger happy and used it in the last play, but Nucko even on a ward. He's in a great angle. G2 no. It's all about that equalizer that'll line the river. G2, this is where they got bombed out yesterday by Lost Ratones, and Han Summer's already been bombed out at the start of the fight. GA worked out well, but LeBron disengages as Nucko continues his flank. G2 need to pick up a target. They get Linces, yes, but Humanoid as he runs on in, his ulti not perfect. G2 still simmering in the fight. Caps waiting for that GA, and Humanoid, I think he whiffed it. Vitality has just been schooled.
Fleshy doesn't hit the tempered phase. The damage can't land onto Hansama, who's able to buffer with the spell shield, the ultimate from Linces. The ultimates were close, but not enough from Vitality, and G2 get the soul.
A lot of mistakes in that fight, but Skumon as he takes his red buff, Nucko flash for flash. He's overheating with his autos, and he's burning Skumon down to a crisp. Now, Caps has teleported in. Round 2 with Hextech ult and ulti, even going golden. I think Nucko may be bitten off too much more, but Cosmic Binding, Nucko gets Caps to go golden, get the blast cone out, equalizer! Freaking Nucko almost takes down Caps from half a screen away.
Couldn't quite knock the heads together to get the kill.
After chunking out the enemy Bard.
Vitality trying to get in. TP, I think, is going to be a little late.
You're right.
They have to make the play now.
5-4, Linces interrupted with the Vault Breaker. Can he get over? He can, he stole it! Linces got the Baron for Vitality now. Operation Escapo. Vitality will get 4 members out. Game-saving play from Linces as Humanoid avoids and gets out of Caps' range.
That Q3 needed to happen because that slow from the Hextech Soul would have been enough for that chase down to happen. But now you have to try and defend. Can't allow G2 to end up getting these dives underneath the towers. Humanoid's been chased to the bottom side, and the Brawl with Ultimate can tank these towers for days. Vitality just can't really answer it though. This is what we're talking about. Everything is invested in this Dragon that is spawning in 15 seconds. And G2 still keep position here.
Caps in. Oh, in early. No, Fleshy finds him, or rather the shield first. Meanwhile, the left side of Vitality are finding the fight, but LeBron went in a little bit early. Humanoid gets the ulti, but he whiffs again. He's exhausted, and Vitality have been shredded from right to left. Caps got to stay alive and at full HP with a fully scaled Sivir. Vitality sent it, and G2 received.
Humanoid will fall on the back end. Well, maybe. But I think at this stage,
he's gone.
It doesn't really matter. G2 are just pushing into the base. It was hard fought, but G2 will find the win against Vitality.
I'm not comfortable with G2 as a team right now, Dagda, but a win is a win at the end of the day. An impressive game, a fun game, but in the end, G2 finally move above and into the 5 category.
You can see Caps with a look at the end there. I think he knows they got away with murder a little bit.
Yeah.